Hello and welcome to Get Collected. I'm your host, Soul Brother Mike, and it's Thursday, January 26th, 2017, and you're listening to Season 2, Episode 3. Get Collected is co-hosted by Chrissy Cochran.
Hi.
Today in What's the Deal, we'll be talking about Get Collected on social media, the open call to sing on my album, and about Windsor water protectors. And here's something Chrissy is sharing with you, a song called Back and Forth. And then in the last part of today's show, we are going to get poetic and share some of the beautiful words of Martin Luther King. So let's get to the show. So what's the deal? Here's the deal. Now that Get Collected is in Season 2, you can find us and follow us on Instagram and YouTube. Head to soulbrothermike.com/getcollected to find the icon/links. I also want to remind you that I've announced an open call to singers around the world to join my album. If you can sing and feel like lending your voice to my song, head to soulbrothermike.com/open-call. The song is called Peace and Power. It has a big message, and I'd love to add your voice to my song. Next, last Friday, Windsor Mayor Drew Dilkens met with Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. They discussed NAFTA, the border, and a bump in federal infrastructure spending. Although the focus will be on social housing, it is my hope that some of this investment will go towards removing the remaining lead from our water system. Drew Dilkens did mention making repairs to catch us up, and the Windsor Star has reported that Windsor's housing, roads, and sewers would all receive an injection of funds. If you want to help organize with me to petition for water cleanliness, sign up at soulbrothermike.com/Windsor Water Protectors. So now for the next part of our show called Here's Something. Today, Chrissy is sharing with you a song called Back and Forth. Chrissy, tell us about the track.
Last year, I was invited to collaborate on a track with a rap/hip-hop artist by the name of Zio, who's based in upstate New York. He reached out to me through SoundCloud, and I really dug the track. So I recorded the vocals in my apartment and sent it off for mixing. The track came out in May 2016 on his EP I-87. It was my first experience collaborating with another artist, and I'm so happy with how this turned out. I hope you dig it too. So here it is, Zio featuring yours truly on Back and Forth.
There is some adult language on this track, so listener discretion is advised. Enjoy.
Yeah. I'm not the same when you fell in love with. Hey, baby, I'm better. Yeah. I don't really know how the love switched up, but hey, guess I'll never. I don't wanna look back no more. To the day you walked out that door. All I do is think back and forth. What I do to have you leave for more. Alright. As of late, the water's hella choppy, but rocking my boat will never stop me. I'm not being cocky, I'm just speaking truthful on the matter. Better now than I ever was. Tired of waiting around for your ass. Give me a better one. Love is like a damn bus. Miss it, then you man up. Run around town, gotta get to your destination. Face it, staying focused on what's important. Your mind straight. Guard it from women playing their mind games, they all fake. Really need to get away. Get away now, yeah. Baby, what you do to me? Got me falling down, yeah. Drowning for sure. Sink right through that floor. Been drowning so long, why the hell I want more? I'm crazy for this. Yo, fudge all that shit. Don't miss me when I'm not the same when you fell in love with. Hey, baby, I'm better. Yeah. I don't really know how the love switched up, but hey, guess I'll never. I don't wanna look back no more. To the day you walked out that door. All I do is think back and forth. What I do to have you leave for more. Alright. I don't really know how it switched. Guess I'm a product of persons who really feel that it's shit. I've been watching, observing, learning the way that it goes. I'm better for it, but praying that I don't die all alone. It's like that sometimes. Write rap sometimes. Want a piece of me now? Get your ass in line. Got a ticket for women who wanna witness the show. But if you sticking for the riches, get your ass on the road. Cause bitch, I really need to get away. Get away now, yeah. Baby, what you do to me? Got me falling down, 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 yeah. Drowning for sure. Sink right through that floor. Been drowning so long, why the hell I want more? I'm crazy for this. Don't fudge all that shit. Don't miss me when I'm not the same when you fell in love with. Hey, baby, I'm better. Yeah. I don't really know how the love switched up, but yes, I'll never. I don't wanna look back no more, no more. Till the day you walk out that door. All I do is think back and forth, and forth. What I do to have you leave for more. I'm not the same when you fell in love with. Hey, baby, I'm better. Yeah. I don't really know how the love switched up, but yes, I'll never. I don't wanna look back no more, no more. Till the day you walk out that door. All I do is think back and forth, and forth. What I do to have you leave for more.
So that was Back and Forth by Chrissy Cochran and Zio. Reach out to her on Twitter at Chrissy Cochran to let her know what you thought. So now for the last part of today's show called Get Poetic. Today we will focus on the words of Martin Luther King Jr. Although Martin Luther King was not a poet per se, his words are profound and aren't without the use of symmetry and simile. He said, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. He also famously said, darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. His message still has power today as we continue to face many of the same issues like income inequality, corruption, and injustice. One of his quotes on income inequality was, God never intended for one group of people to live in superfluous, inordinate wealth while others live in abject, deadening poverty. These words remind me of Bernie Sanders a bit too. If you wonder what Martin Luther King would have thought of democratic socialism, he is quoted saying, again, we have deluded ourselves into believing the myth that capitalism grew and prospered out of the Protestant ethic of hard work and sacrifice. The fact is that capitalism was built on the exploitation and suffering of black slaves and continues to thrive on the exploitation of the poor, both black and white, both here and abroad. There must be a better distribution of wealth, and maybe America must move toward a democratic socialism. Call it what you may, call it democracy, or call it democratic socialism, but there must be a better distribution of wealth within this country for all of God's children. So that was Martin Luther King on democratic socialism. Other famous and poetic quotes include, the time is always right to do what is right. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Martin Luther King Day was January 15th, so let's begin this year with his progressive heart and mind and carry it with us through 2017. All right, that's our show for today. Thanks so much for listening. Tune back in on Tuesday for an all-new philosophy. We'll be talking about the emotional experience of music. So stay tuned and stay collected.